Set up an invoice for Eric Michaud. Make sure to add a Wise payment QR. You seeing this? Boom, QR code, invoice, produced, sent. Generate a voice reply when a voice message input is received.
I will send audio automatically on every voice message from here on.
Claude just released an update that sets up Claude Code in Telegram from your phone, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly what you can do with that. Because I searched it up this morning and literally every single video is a setup guide. No one is talking about what this actually means, right? Just that it kills OpenClaw, and then that's great, but seriously, what does that mean? What can you actually do once you got this set up? So what we're doing today is I'm going to set this up. We'll still go through the setup guide. I haven't done this for myself. I'll do that live. And then I'm going to show you some practical applications for this. And you'll be able to see why this is way better than the other Telegram agents we've been running in the past. Let's get into it. All right, so a quick bit of housekeeping for those not aware. Claude Code is Anthropic's sort of top tier service offering. It is an AI that runs on your local machine through your terminal. It has access to your files. It can write code. It can do stuff for you, essentially. So it's kind of like having somebody at the computer desk and you just tell it what to do. But that was kind of the thing. Up until recently, you had to be sitting at the desk with it. Just yesterday, actually, I was talking about how I sync everything between my laptop and desktop so I can be a little bit more mobile, and that is awesome. But the feature we're talking about today takes it one step further, because you can just text that agent sitting at your desk from wherever and they'll go complete the tasks. You don't have to be in the office at all anymore, which offers so many obvious advantages. But what does this agent actually know how to do? That's what we're going to get into today. And you know what's wild is, like, nobody is talking about the practical applications of this. I am scrolling through YouTube and everybody's like, wow, Claude channels, you can set this up like this. Like it connects to your Telegram account. Now you can use Claude through your Telegram account, but that's the end of the video. Isn't the exciting part what this actually does? Like what this means for people? I know for myself, when I ran a moving crew, I was always on the road, man, always. And the hardest part was making sure admin was actually done, because I'm like driving or jumping on trucks or like shaking hands and meeting customers and that kind of thing. And it was impossible to keep up with. So that's actually what got me into AI in the first place. Wouldn't it be great if we could just send a voice note to our computer and it would invoice people on its own time? Like, isn't that the exciting part? Isn't that what we wanted AI to do? That's why so many people were so pumped on OpenClaw, was because it just kind of like gave you that AI leverage, but with a lot of different caveats in terms of expense and security and stuff. So this is really exciting because it actually turns AI into an employee that you can message and have do stuff for you. Anyway, bit of an aside. Let's set this up. First things first, I'm going to go to the docs and it's going to walk us through how to do it. Like I said, I have not done this before. So we're going to go make sure we've got the plugin set up. So we're just going to go /plugins and find it in Claude plugins. If you're not aware, Claude has so many different tools and plugins for you to check out. You can just go /plugins and there's like a front end designer. There's Superpowers is a great one. GitHub plugin, Playwright. There's lots of cool stuff you can check out here. I'm going to search for the Telegram one right there. Claude plugins official. Install for everybody. User scope. Perfect. Installed. Wow, that's fast. Okay, cool. So we've got the Telegram plugin. Configure your token. Okay, so we're gonna open up the Telegram app. Boop. And I'm just gonna follow these instructions. I've got a Telegram bot that I want to assign this, but we'll just do it from scratch so that we're all on the same page, okay? So it's giving us all the instructions on the Telegram side as well through the Claude docs, which is super handy. So step one, open BotFather in Telegram and then go /new bot. Give it a name, all that stuff. So let's just do that, new bot. Boop. All right, new bot. What are you gonna call it? What should we call this? Michael Bay Jordan. Got it. Good. Now the username for Michael Bay Jordan is gonna be Michael Bay Jordan bot. Would you believe nobody's taken that name already? I'm just gonna restart my Claude terminal so that the Telegram skill is for sure loaded. So I'm gonna go /Telegram, and then we go configure. There we go. So it's purple, valid skill. And then we paste our token in here. Boop. And it's going to fire that up. And that's just going to connect to our bot right there. I'm going to make sure we open this guy and click start. So that it is ready to receive messages. This is setting up the connection between Claude Code and our brand new Michael Bay Jordan bot. Ooh, just hit a snag. Okay, so first thing you need to check is if bun is installed. I don't know what the bun library dependency or whatever is, but you need to make sure that bun is installed. In PowerShell, you go PowerShell irm bun.sh. Anyway, so you need to install bun. Otherwise, it won't work for you. I wasn't getting an access code thing. So we are now installing that. And then I'm going to restart Claude with this channels flag. And awesome. Send a DM from our Telegram bot. Yeet. So we're going to copy this and move it over following whoop, the instructions here. Okay, so there was a little bit of fiddling around. I had to install bun. I had to make sure it was on the Windows path. And then once that was good, it worked. We just said hello to Claude. Okay, great. So we're ready to rock. Now our Telegram bot, Michael Bay Jordan, is talking directly to this instance of Claude Code. I'm gonna move this over so we can actually like see this. Let's talk to this guy. Let's say testing 1 2 3. Just testing 1 2 3. Telegram testing 1 2 3. Everything's working great. So like I said, this is where most of the videos stop. They're like, great, now you see how you can access Claude Code from your phone. But like, what does this actually mean? The reason this is actually such a big deal is, oh, you do have to configure allow. That's wild. Loud and clear, channel is live. The reason this is such a big deal is because I've got access to all of my workflows, my templates, my SOPs, my email list, and like active projects, all that stuff. So I can literally talk to this from anywhere and have it generate business documents or do some research or like get back to me with some information that I might need on the fly from my computer without being anywhere near the office. This is kind of like an iceberg. Like I said, I was doing this before with my old Telegram bot. I'll show you that guy. I worked from the road, so a lot of the time I was doing quotes on the fly, that kind of thing. So I set this up to be able to like look at images and then spit out invoices, quotes, payment links, all that sort of stuff from my phone. And this was great, except it was all hardwired. So it was only as far as I could make my connections and my automations and whatnot, okay? The difference here is this can make its own connections and automations. You just tell it to do something, and because it's a coding assistant, it can do all of that stuff for you. So not just can it do like the fun slash commands, like I'll go slash today, right? So it says successfully loaded skill. Slash today is how I start my day. It gets me everything that I've got going on during the day through my email and all that stuff. It's loading the skill, no problem. So what it did is it looked for the skill, ran the skill, and now it's running the reply to Telegram. We got the message. Friday afternoon check-in, still open today. One thing, have to do this before it gets to be out of hand, okay? Where this gets really awesome is where you tie in your different wrappers so that you can send voice notes or something, for example. So I've had a Telegram agent like this set up for a long time. So I already had pre-existing infrastructure for voice notes and text-to-speech. So I use Edge TTS, which is Windows native text-to-speach. I'll show you where that's at. Edge TTS. Another really good one though is Piper, but this is free and it works really, really well. I'll show you in just a sec. So this is already set up with my wrapper from the old agent. Let me just tell you exactly what that looks like. Hey, can you set up an invoice for Eric Michaud, just a standard cold email automation at let's say like $1,500 deposit. Make sure to add a Wise payment QR. You seeing this? So I did that from my phone. It was received by Claude Code. It's already transcribed, which is what I had set up with that voice wrapper. I'm using Groq Whisper, which is free. And then I'm using Edge TTS, like I was saying, for the voice note back. But this is going to run everything it needs. It's already thinking about what do I have to do to set up an invoice? How much does this usually cost? How do I get that QR set up? But like, boom, I just dropped it on my phone. And let's say I'm working on the trucks again, or I'm, on the go. Oh yeah, right. Send an invoice to Eric and then I'm out. You know what I mean? That's where the real advantage here comes. It's not just another cool toy. This is like exponentially more beneficial than just your ChatGPT, right? Because it's got hands on your computer. It's like you're texting your VA. All right, sweet. So I just got a message back and let's listen to this. Oh, I got the invoice. You know what? I'll open it up on my browser version. Invoice generated. Let's take a look at this. Boom. There's my QR code, cold email, full payment due. Great. That is awesome. So we could always like dig in and do some different templates and stuff, right? But you see how handy that is. How about you generate a quote for the full Marlowe setup for Eric Michaud? Make sure to add his address and the QR code as well, please. Okay, so you guys saw me set this up just a second ago. What I would do now that this capability is here is I would go in and generate a bunch of templates like I was talking about, or like SOPs as to how much my traditional pricing is. Right now, this is going to go looking through daily notes and project logs and things like that to find comparable quotes, and then it's going to put it together that way. But this is day one. From here, I'm just going to get that demo in my Telegram, and then I'm going to be able to like email that to somebody, right? Boom, QR code, invoice, produced, sent. Invoice is just a low-hanging fruit in terms of what to show you guys this can do, but like how easy is it? It's a lot easier to use voice notes, I find, than to like sit down and text. Like, especially if you're driving, you know, you click the little thing on your phone, and then there it is. Or I could always send a picture with this, and it would view that image, and based on my knowledge base, say I run a cleaning company, I would go and like take a picture or do a video walkthrough, and it would be able to like pinpoint the amount of items or like square footage and be able to generate a quote just from your phone. And this is the kind of thing that I was doing before, but I am so convinced that it's going to be exponentially more accurate and definitely easier to use and set up than it used to be, where you had to wire all these things by hand, because Claude Code can figure that out. Claude Code also has access to your entire knowledge base. You know what? What I'm going to show you here too is like, I'm just going to update this and ask it to generate a voice reply when a voice message input is received, just to make it that much easier for me. I'm going to show you that too. It says yes, and we should have been doing that anyway.
Voice replies are working. I will send audio automatically on every voice message from here on.
Love it. I think my AI speaks faster than I do. Man, you guys are all really stoked on the flexibility of me syncing my desktop and laptop the other day with this Obsidian vault. Now we can do all of this from our phone. So I've got this set up with 28, or you know what? It was 28. It might be more now. A lot. I've got it set up with a lot of skills and workflows. So not just one, hey, can you generate a PDF? Like workflows like, hey, start the today workflow, for example, like we saw, where it goes through my email, my calendar, my daily notes, and tells me like a full brief of what is important and what I've got on the go, things that I should be addressing. And on top of that, this is great for just keeping notes. Say I'm on the go and I'm keeping track of my exercise and my macros and stuff. I can just be like, worked out on the exercise bike for 45 minutes at 5 a.m. Right? It's going to send this, it's going to check this out, and that's going to add it to my daily notes. Say I'm out at dinner or something like that, take a picture of my food, be like, calculate macros. So we see on Telegram, logged 5 a.m., 45 minutes on the bike, non-negotiable health. This capability takes the AI operating system that we were already building out in Obsidian and just adds another layer of like flexibility and ease of use. I am legitimately excited for how much easier this is going to make business operations for a lot of people if they know how to set this up right, okay? The only sort of gotcha is that this is a local agent, so you can't talk to this at all times unless your computer is on at all times, and this will kind of go to sleep. So you'll have to set up a cron job through Windows, and you can even do that through Claude Code. Just talk about like, I want this to be pinged every so often to stay awake. And you can have this running on an old laptop or something, or, you know, your desktop. I never turn my I like rarely turn my desktop off. So this works for me. And you do need to allow permissions, right? Like, I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but there were 2 instances where I needed to allow Claude through the terminal to be able to respond to Telegram. So you need to make sure that it's like, yes, allow for this whole session. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to talk to this thing. That's why this is a big deal. It's just giving that extra layer of security and flexibility and like a real AI employee. So the operating system that I'm running here, I've got this entire vault structure in the classroom in my school community. If you want to get that, it's in the tools and agents section of my community. You can see it right here. It's updated all the time. This last one was March 17th. Obsidian is free, but I've got this set up so that you can have access to all my different workflows and the whole thing. It's all in here. Anyway, the link to that is going to be down in the description. I am super excited about this update, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.